Remember for Radio with your host, Jen T.
Yeah, fucking Jen is a warlord.
Oh, that's nice on Bruno. Ah, goal, goal, goal! He sat him down. Ah! Marcus just sat him down. Immense, beautiful. Look at the skill, please. Just watch the skill. Yes. Sit down, Roy. Oh my God! What a goal! No, the touch from Rashford.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Rambo for Radio. I am your host, Jen T. Twitter and Instagram at Jen T. 523. What's good, motherfuckers? Oh, man. Well, since we last talked last week, I am up to 14 mosquito bites now and the touch of cellulitis. So I must rush through this podcast before any more swelling happens or I get bit. I need to go back to my isolated chamber that I sleep in to keep the goddamn mozzies away from me because I am highly allergic. I have been wrapped in citronella. I lay in a bed full of ice. I put on garlic. I eat garlic. I'm wearing a bracelet, which is loaded with citronella. I'm rolling on citronella gel. I'm putting on pain medicine for all of my bites. I'm a fucking mess. I can't take it. I can't fucking take this shit. I am in a complete state of shambles. So I will be blazing through this podcast lightning quick so I can go back to my isolation chamber. So we're going to get started off with UFC Picks. And that's right. If you don't like the UFC, listening to UFC Picks, hearing about fighting, squeamish, about blood, tense when an ankle lock is put on or a knee lock is put on and you can see the tendons going. Then this is the part of the show that you need to fast forward from because we're going to be talking about some fucking fights. Let's do it. So this is the third fight at Fight Island. And I've got to say, Uncle Dana, did we have to go all the way to Ferrari World or Yaz Island or wherever the fuck y'all went to in United Arab Emirates? I mean, really, bruh, you could have had these fights on American soil. You could have had these fights on Catalina Island. Really? Do you have to make everybody get on a plane for 19 fucking hours? This is just so stupid. I can't understand it. Maybe if it helps. Okay, I get that there are some fighters who have visa issues that are really looking for a fight. So I get why you're having that sort of go on, but for the most part, like you could put like the cage on the dock and have some little buffalo roaming in the background. I mean, this is just crazy, man. What a waste of money. You could have saved millions of dollars if you would have just did it on Catalina Island. But make sure you do it on the front side next to the casino, because if you go to the back side, the Mexican side of Catalina Island, there's a shit ton of sharks. So I don't recommend swimming back there. You're welcome. As far as my bets, I've been 8-13 last Saturday 8-13, and then Wednesday's fight, which completely snuck up on me. I forgot. I didn't know about Wednesday's fight until Tuesday night. Otherwise, I would have did a quick little MMA podcast for y'all. 5 for 10. Ugh. 5 for 10. Not my best work. But for the most part, I'd say the fights that I did win were pretty astonishing. Some of the fights that I did lose on, like fucking shitty ass judges. Ugh. Like for starters, that Volkanovski fight with Max Bliss Holloway, clearly Volk lost, but Adelaide Bird must have been judging because holy shit, they saw it to be Volkan for the win. What? God, come on. That was trash. Max was winning. I had Max winning. I think Volk won maybe 2 out of the 5 rounds that I had watched. I didn't even want to. I went back and watched it again, and I was like, yeah, you lost, fam. You lost. But the judges awarded it to Volk. I do not wish to see a third fight. I know that it should happen on principle, but I do not wish to see a third fight because I feel like unless my boy Max knocks out Volk, he's gonna get screwed again. Marty Usman and Jorge Street Jesus Masvidal. Bruh, I am 1000% sick of Marty. I know this is a unpopular opinion, and I'm seeing on the Twitter machine that people hate on Marty because he's good. People hate on Marty. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm disliking Marty not because he's good. I respect the fact that Marty is good. He's great. However, the lack of finishing the fights is completely disturbing. I have a problem if you are a wrestler and you do not advance your position. And that is exactly what Marty does. Goes for the takedown, gets side mount, stays there. Gets into close guard, stays there. It's like, you motherfucker. God, do you have to be absolutely boring? It's just shameful. Incredible wrestling. To do what with? You know, this is why I would say that I would value Habibi over Marty, because even though they're not in the same division per se, at least Habibi tries to finish the fight. Whew. Marty isn't even trying. I can't even remember the last fight Marty finished. Can anybody? Anyone?
Bueller.
God damn it, man. Finish the fucking fight. Marty, you took Jorge down. You got the takedown. You had advanced to side control. Now swing your fucking leg over and start raining down some goddamn punches. Or stay in side mount. Start elbowing the fuck out of this guy. But he just stays there. He's just holding on. I keep holding on. Mm-hmm. Like, oh my God, please, just end it, man. Just fucking makes me mental, I swear it. I don't like people who don't finish fights. I don't like people who play it safe. That is highly offensive to me. I guess it bothers me so much because we'll get into that later. Anyhow, let's see, what else was some thoughts and concerns. We all got our wish. Rambo Radio Network is happy to announce Paige will probably not be in the UFC. She got destroyed by Amanda Ribas. And quite frankly, Little Miss Paige can't be wrong, deserved that loss in such a quick fashion. As you know or don't know, those of us who are fans of the Jason Ellis show, who love Jason, who have been bestowed the opportunity from Jason to fight in the Ellis Mania fights, Paige did an interview with him, and he just simply asked her a few questions. They were not offensive, and homegirl tried to rat him out to Uncle Dana. And quite frankly, we don't like rats here. So, therefore, we will never root for Paige. Ever. If you're listening to my show, the only thing you should root Paige Van Sant to do is take your clothes off. That's about it. So, bon voyage. Hopefully she will do just fine in Bellator, PFL, LFA, MMA, whatever the fuck, not UFC. Goodbye. Arrivederci. So, let's talk about UFC picks for this weekend. We've got Davidson Figueiredo versus Joseph Benavidez Fight Night. Come on, let's do it. So, my first pick that I have is Carlos Felipe. My second pick, Davi Ramos. My third pick, Amir Albazi. This one was kind of a little, okay, not this one, but the next one maybe. Brett Johns, Joel Alvarez, Grant Dawson, Roman Dolezzi. This one was a little hard for me. He's 6-0, 8-0. Georgian fighter, very tough. He's going against this Russian guy, and me panza, me patty, McFatty, me gut is telling me to go with the Russian guy. The Russian guy, I believe, is 8-2 or 12-2. So I'm like, Mother Russia, never bet against Mother Russia. They're very tough. But Roman is from a country, Georgia, which is like the cousin of Russia. So he's very tough as well, too. So I will go with Roman and Nikol Bellic. Next, Alexandre Pantoja. Adrian Lipitsky. Don't trust me on that one. I was also looking at the other chick that's fighting. I forgot her fucking name. But she got me with the violent nickname. So I'm like, all right, I'll take you. Mark Dikise. Now, this fight right here. Kevin Gastelum versus Jack Hermansson. As you know, I am a beloved lover of all things Sweden. Swedish meatballs, lingonberries, IKEA, Volvo. This is an incredibly difficult decision for me to decide because Kelvin Gastelum is 15-2. The Joker, Jack Hermansson, is 22-5. Very tough decision. Both are coming off of a loss. My brain says to go with Jack Hermansson because of my beloved love for lingonberries and Swedish meatballs. But I like vagina. Let's be clear on that. I like light eyes, gay ladies, okay? Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Every time I say berries and balls, don't be weird. But Kelvin Gastelum is a motherfucker, man. He got pot for pot, which means he's pretty cool. And his penchant for violence is uncanny. And I feel like the Joker is going to do something foolish, like leave his chin up in some kind of orthodox combination, and Kevin is just going to smoke him with an overhand left. I don't know who to pick because if, in my opinion, the Joker has better cardio than Kelvin, but Kelvin has better hands, but the Joker is very crafty. My heart is torn. I don't know what to do. I just have to go with my gut and say, Chinga tu madre, Jack Hermanson. This is Team Kelvin, baby. We stay with DF, Encho y Mexico. That's how we roll. We have to do it this way. It's as much as I love IKEA, Volvo, Matthias Lindstrom, Alexander Gustafsson, lingonberries, and Swedish meatballs. And hello, women. Swedish women. My God. I have to go with Kelvin because there's just too many hola mamas who know me, who know. They know what I like, and that is... I have to go with the Latin persuasion. So it is Kelvin. I have decided it is Kelvin. This is a last-minute decision. And lastly, for the love of God, can Joseph Benavidez get it done this time? My God, I feel like the MMA gods have cursed this man. He just keeps getting right to the end and then cut off. He keeps getting the last call for alcohol. Right? Right at the cutoff. Joseph Benavidez versus Davidson Figueiredo. Davidson is 18-1, if I'm not mistaken. He's fucking good. He is fucking good. But for the love of God, I need Joseph Benavidez to win because he is so desperately trying to retire with Megan Olivier. Is that her name? The hottie with the body reporter that works for the UFC. My God. Give that man a belt so he can pound it with his wife wearing the belt. Champ shit only. Champ shit only. I mean, I'm not saying that people should. But have you tried to bang somebody with a belt? A championship belt on? Hell yeah. Lord knows I tried. That's neither here nor there. Dun, 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 dun. This has to be Joseph's time. Joe has just been to the gate and denied every fucking time. Joseph has been to the gate. Has been there, and denied. Credit declined. I know this is got to be the time that he gets through and will become champion. We can no longer root for this madness. The MMA gods need to turn this around. We beg you, please let Joe get this belt. For the love of God, he's busted his ass. He just wants to retire. Let him have that belt, God damn it. All right. One more time for UFC picks. Carlos Felipe, Davi Ramos, Amir Albilzi, Brett Johns, Joel Alvarez, Grant Dawson, Roman Dolizde, Alexandre Pajoja, Adrian Lipinski, Mark Takise, Kelvin Gastelum, and Joseph Benavidez. Those are your UFC picks. Thoughts and takeaways this week. I saw something on the social media persuasion this week. It inspired me to think about some things. As you know, if you are a hardcore Rap Oprah listener, you know I've been going through some shit, trying to figure some shit out. For the longest time, based on the actions of some things that I've done, like, for example, I've been in a serious street fight where I did some severe harm to this individual, even after they begged me to stop punching them in the face repeatedly, and they had a broken nose. I continued to punch them in the face. But to be fair, the N-word was used. In my defense, the N-word was used repeatedly, and I just had enough and snapped and went completely ballistic and beat the shit out of this guy. Initially, I felt justified. I felt like this guy needed the ass whooping of his lifetime to never use the N-word again. I'm Black. I don't use that. I was taught not to use that, and that's one of the few rules that I still listen to my parents about out of respect for them. I just don't use that word at all. So to repeatedly hear that word used at me or casually about other African American people, it was my civic duty to put this individual in his place. And I did, but then it went past the point of no return. And I'm grateful that this person did not press charges. I did not go to jail. I didn't get arrested. But has sort of kind of been unwell with me for some time. So I used to think that I was a bad person because I did that. I used to think that I was a bad person because of the previous experience that I shared with physical altercation with an ex. I used to think that I was a bad person because I did not do well in education. I barely made it through high school, and I had to drop out of college 3 times. The thing I saw on social media was that if you think that you're a bad person, if you're scared you're a bad person, remember that bad people don't care about being better. So what I can say is, what I'm learning is that I am indeed not a bad person. I've made mistakes. Obviously, those were mistakes that I've made. I've apologized, and I've tried to do better. So knowing that I've tried to do better, I could see there by that statement that therefore I am not a bad person. I might do bad things, but there is a separation between those two. That just because we might do bad things, that doesn't mean we are bad people as a whole. So I am learning. It is a painful process, but I'm learning. I'm trying to redo these nasty habits or reminders that I have told myself. Obviously, this is going to take some time, but I feel like I'm making progress toward something better. Specifically this week, one of the key lessons that I learned this week from my sensei, he talked about, because we have daily exercises that we're supposed to do, and then he'll put just a little daily pep talk to go with them. Keep in mind, these daily pep talks are made for all of the students. It's not somebody specific. But it seems like every time that I just happen to tune in for these pep talks, because there are some times where I just can't get into it, but it seemed like randomly that I would tune into a pep talk or watch the daily pep talk, that it was something related to what was going on with my life currently. Like last week, it was about forgiveness and how I was working on trying to forgive myself for those things that I had mentioned earlier. This week was about anger and what brought us to that anger. And I had to figure out what makes me angry and why. And I couldn't, for the life of me, I couldn't type anything. It literally took me, I'm not joking, about 25 minutes to answer that question because I just really couldn't think of what made me angry that wasn't a mere, I was really trying to find something that made me angry. And I guess what I came up with was, I said, what makes me angry is when I limit my potential, when I feel like I have potential and I limit myself and I shut myself down out of either safety or rejection. And that makes me angry. So I'm mad at myself for doing that. And so tracing those steps of anger, I figured out, I'm like, oh shit, okay, this is kind of what relates to my emotional eating, where when I'm feeling happy and good, I really won't eat. I'll just be doing what I need to do, taking care of business, helping people out, and, doing all my ablutions, if you will, and I'm good. But when I'm upset or frustrated, then I'll go get some takeaways, or then I'll go eat some orange gelato. That's my favorite. Lemon gelato, orange gelato. I love gelato. For a while, it was Dairy Queen with the Blizzard, but I found out that one cookie dough Blizzard has almost 2,000 calories in it. And I'm like, oh my God, that's my day's worth of calories. What the fuck? I gotta get rid of this. How can I get my ice cream fix? Because it's 109 degrees outside. How can I get my ice cream fix without all of the junk in there and the calories? And I discovered my gelato, my precious gelato. I love gelato. And the cool thing is there's not a whole lot of ingredients. It's just fruit, sugar, a little bit of milk, and we're good. I'm like, yeah, all right. I can eat this little gelato and still get my ice cream fix without so many calories. So I've been on a gelato kick. But what I figured out, back to my anger, or that my emotional eating is related to my anger and how I can't process the either embarrassment or shame or anger or frustration. It's manifesting, and I'm not possessing the tools to, or the knowledge to sort it out per se. So I'm just using food as a means to numb that out, if you will. Christine Hassler, I mentioned her podcast last week, and I will keep mentioning it to every single one of you. Start listening to her fucking podcast because it's amazing. Christine Hassler talked about if you are ever in a situation, whether it's emotional eating or you're numbing yourself with alcohol or physical harm, or just you're in a super bad place. She said to put one hand over your heart, one hand on your stomach, and say to yourself, you are safe, you are loved. Doing this can potentially help with the feeling of, or trying to recognize that you are feeling something and you're safe, and that you are loved. Maybe you might not feel love at that moment from others, but you can certainly feel love from yourself. And you don't necessarily need to eat junk food to do that, or you don't necessarily need to drink till you're blacked out to do that. You can simply put your hand over your heart and your hand on your stomach and say, you are safe and you are loved. I've been practicing that, and I feel like it's working because I had an incident at the post office. As some of y'all know, I have my little eBay store, which go there if you want to buy my stuff. Good Gear Inc. So I'm at the post office regularly, especially this one because it's a major post office, and I like to ship all my stuff pretty quickly and save on costs. So I go to this particular post office because that post office then puts stuff on the truck and takes it to the airport. They ain't playing games. This is like the post office. This is a major post office. So anytime I have to mail something to Europe, it gets there extremely quickly and cheap. And my buyers love that, and I love that. So I was at the post office mailing this super cool item for somebody, and was all excited that somebody was going to get this awesome thing that I once cherished and now passed it on to somebody else for the exchange of some coins, darling, some coins. We're all walking in the line. It's 6 feet apart. Out of the corner of my eye, I see this crisscross looking motherfucker back, down the back, jump, jump, do that back, jump, jump, crisscross, jump, jump, I see this crisscross looking motherfucker with some goofy ass Nike Air Maxes on, and baggy jeans and a fucking shirt that didn't match his goofy colored Air Maxes. I hate that more than anything. Please, for the love of God, I am a shoe freak. If you're gonna wear some fucking shoes, you're gonna wear some trainers, make sure something on your body matches those fucking trainers. Don't wear these ugly ass Nike Air Maxes with blue and green and yellow and red, but then wear a shirt that was like dark green that didn't match his lime green shoes with the blue and fucking red. It's just fucker. Sucked donkey dicks. Alright? So anyway, I see this crisscross looking motherfucker, and out of the corner of my eye, I see him messing around at one of the mailboxes. I keep walking anyway, because we're all getting in the line, and we're supposed to be 6 feet apart, social distancing, and the line is moving. So as the line starts to move and I've walked in, out of the corner of my eye, I'm watching crisscross, and he cuts in front of me as the line is moving. Just steps right in front, says nothing. He sees me. The angle he had to come in, he saw me standing there. I know he did. He had to look at me to get into the line. Immediately, I turned into that Christian Bale viral movie clip. Kick your fucking ass. I want you off the set, you fucking prick. No. I was fucking losing it in my mind. And right when I was about to go, hey, you jackass. Hey, fuckstick. The line is back behind me. Check yourself. Right when I was about to tell him some shit, and then I immediately felt the urge, and then I heard my sensei's voice like, stop. Why are you angry? Why are you angry that this dude just stepped in front of you in line and didn't wait in line? And I'm like, I'm fucking ready to punch this guy in his fucking face. I mean, it was going to go from 0 to 60, and then I went, wait a minute. Hearing my coaches, hearing my teacher's voice, hearing Christine's voice in my head, stop. You're safe. You are loved. This person cut in front of you, A, because they're a jackass. B, they're a bitch-ass bitch. C, you know what? Let this cunt be in front of you and watch what fucking happens. And sure enough, justice was fucking served. He got the rude post lady. He got the rude mail lady at the post office. And not only was she rude to him, he also made himself look like a jackass when he tried to use the wrong envelope and then brought in a prepaid postage slip for the wrong box and tried to mail it so it would be cheaper for him, when actuality it was going to cost him $50 to ship his little box. And I had my little $3 item that I needed to be shipped, and I patiently, as soon as he went to the mean mail lady, my friend let me in his line, and I went, oh, hello, friends. How are you? And of course, the mean mail lady, my friend, and then the other homie, they all know me at the post office because I go there a lot. So the mean mail lady is nice to me, but she ain't nice to other people. So I already knew my mans was in trouble. I was like, go on ahead, do some stupid shit, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So he's like, what? What do you mean I got the wrong postage slip? What? I'm like, hey, Little Uzi Vert. Hey, XXX Tentacion. Hey, Teriyaki 6ix9ine. Maybe if you fucking paid attention instead of bought those ugly ass trainers, you would have known that you used the wrong shipping bag for your shit. And now you have to pay $50 fucking instead of $4. Jog off, you fucking prick. Oh man, I was just loving. I was standing next to him and I could hear him. Oh, what do you mean? I gotta pay $45 fucking dollars. Oh. Oh wait, I should do a teriyaki 6ix9ine voice. Hey, what you mean I gotta pay $45 fucking dollars? I'm like, oh god. Look at you. You look stupid, man. You look fucking stupid. Your fucking clothes look stupid. You look stupid. And your goofy ass fucking crisscross braids. Get the fuck out of here. Kick rocks, bitch. I was just loving. I couldn't believe the audacity, this douchebag, to cut in line in front of myself, plus the other 3 people behind me. But luckily, my slow transformation, my slow to anger, I did not get into a fight. Normally, because y'all remember last time I had some guy try to fight me over a parking spot. You know, I told him bye-bye. You don't want to find out what's going to happen to you if we have to get physical, because you're going to lose, good sir. I don't care how tall you are. He was easily 6'2", 6'4", maybe. I will chop those legs down like that. There's no tomorrow. I will go Pete's on your fucking legs. I mean it. I don't care how tall you are, how big you are. I have fought a 315-pound man. I was scared for the first minute. I'm not going to lie to you. I was scared for the first minute. And then when the bell rang, I went, bye-bye. Come here, yeah. Man, you know, it's just, I am stupidly unafraid when it comes to fighting. I'm just like, you want to be my Huckleberry bitch? Let's go. But I brought it in. I feel like I am a changed individual. Now, obviously, this is one incident. I will probably slip up at some point, but it felt good to actually not escalate into a physical situation. It did not get to a confrontation. I just said, you know what? Hands in the air. You want to cut in front of me, fam? Act this way. You want to have this behavior? Go on. Let's see how far that behavior got you. And it got you nowhere. And as a matter of fact, since he was in such a hurry that he had to cut in front of me, I left the post office before him. You're welcome. Thank you. Good night, Criss Cross. Oh man. I felt real good. I felt like I had made a step towards change. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean I'm not going to be feisty, but I have to be feisty at the right time. Obviously, if this young man would have used the N-word at me, then I would have to have maybe gone from there, but he didn't, and it would have been weird anyways because he was black. So, yeah, well. Now that I'm understanding my value, I know now I don't have to entertain that. I don't have to have a discussion about it. I can just simply let it go. I can let it grow. That's what I feel like. Eric Clapton. Let it blossom, let it flow. In the sun, the rain, the snow. I let it grow. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm finding my way. I'm understanding my value. And if I understand my value, then I will be untouchable. Well, maybe not untouchable, but things that might have broken me down won't break me down as easily. I had not one, but two momos. Actually, there's more than two, but these are the two momos that I could remember. And both of these wackadoos approached me with a situation at work. And having listened to Christine Hassler, I spent all week listening to episodes. I think I listened to about 30 episodes during the week. Having that tone in your mind, set in your mind where you're just at peace. Some of the things that you would normally react to don't necessarily shake you anymore. It felt really good, and I definitely got to practice this at work, where, like I said, I had these two momos approach me with a situation. They were trying to shame me into doing something that I would ordinarily do, but because they were approaching it with an attitude that was disrespectful to me, not that I am a person of power, but I am a human being, and if you want me to help you with something, then you should you should approach me with respect, just like I would approach these two momos with respect. I do my best to approach other people with respect, and so I would expect the same in return. Now, this individual, two individuals, as a matter of fact, two separate situations, both of them tried to shame me for an incident that had occurred to them from either somebody else or by a coincidence, their own doing, their lack of communication, knowledge of the situation. Normally, I would take offense to them approaching me and saying, or trying to shame me into doing this for them next time, or this time, or right now. Normally I would be like, well, if you weren't a dumb motherfucker, this wouldn't have happened, right? But I come today and tell you I'm reformed. And I simply said to both individuals separately, I went, oh, okay, maybe next time. It felt great because I could see in those individuals' eyes that they felt seen and heard, even though in the back of my mind, I will not engage in the behavior that they want me to engage just because they are having an emergency on their part due to lack of planning, knowledge, understanding, vice versa, or just plain old don't give a shit about the situation. They just want somebody else to take care of their problem. I acknowledged, seen, and heard them, and made them feel like everything was okay and they were all right in my hands, when indeed, in the back of my mind, I had no intention of completing that whatsoever, because it was simply not my problem. And in that instance, I saw what exactly these two people were trying to do: deflect, deny, and not accept responsibility for this mistake. And they were looking for an individual to put the blame on. And they, of course, saw me, somebody who is generally a pushover, aka too nice, and they thought that they could shame me into this shit situation. And I'm happy to let y'all know that I was not shamed into that situation. I did say that I would do my best, which is very true. I would do my best next time to be more helpful. I also relayed back to them that if they could communicate to me more efficiently, then that would be helpful. That way we won't have this problem happen again. I'm laughing because in due time I will reveal these, I guess, can I say the names? I can't say the names because I don't want to get sued. Damn. I guess I will not reveal the names, but maybe in some instance I will put together more of the pieces of this situation. But in the meantime, just know that instead of me feeling shameful, embarrassed, and angry that they have dropped their problems on my doorstep, I simply got out my broom and swept my porch. I cleaned off my stoop because I know if I am working on being a better individual each day and setting good examples for other people, I know that this will also help other people want to do good as well, unless they are bad. Oh, but I will say this, these two Momos they're not bad people. They just practice bad behaviors. Granted, nobody is perfect. I know this. Nobody is perfect. I keep having these bizarre emergencies, or I keep having these, I keep getting overwhelmed with these. I keep making these mistakes, but I don't want to accept responsibility for it. So I'm just going to give it to somebody else. No. At some point, you've got to take responsibility for yourself and your actions. And that is exactly what I did. And that was, you know what? In protection of myself, I am not going to engage. So I will just simply say, yeah, sure, go ahead. Maybe we can do better next time. And that ended it. I could see that they felt good and they felt, air quotes, heard. And I felt like a boundary was not crossed. I do not feel like I was violated. And I also was seeing and hearing myself stand up for the first time in a long time, and it felt fucking amazing. Yes. Remember, kids, just because you make a mistake doesn't mean that you get to then pass your mistake on to other people. Take that mistake, realize why you made the mistake, learn, and move on. God, if only more people listen to this show, they would know the ways of the Rambopura. It's time for Customers of the Week. As you guys know, due to the severity of the Call of Duty disease, the COD-19, which I don't like to speak too much about, because it's just fucking everywhere and it's annoying. I've been getting a lot of orders for curbside, which is what I've been doing because there's just not been that many people buying vitamins. So I've been helping out because, again, this is a job that many people have skated responsibility on, have passed it on to other people because they just don't want to do it. And I get it. I don't want to do it either. But the difference is I will accept the task because it's going to help other people for the greater good. I'm not thinking about my fucking self. At the end of the day, this is my job. So I'll do it. And of course, if I don't do it, they're going to transfer me back to that hellhole known as Chino. And I don't want to fucking go there. So I'll do all the curbside orders you want. So a lady had asked for 9 of the most expensive apples we sell. These apples are called Honey Crisps. They are the greatest apples on planet Earth. They are the size of a softball, mind you, maybe even a child's soccer ball / football, if you will. And they are deliciously juicy, okay? So they are worth the $4 fucking for this apple. Per apple, $4. But they're ginormous. We only had 3 apples left. So, rather than tell the lady we didn't have any apples at all, I gave her the last 3 apples we had. Sidebar, we had 4 apples, and the 4th one didn't look as good because this lady is bougie as hell and everything has to look perfect. So I kept one of those apples for myself because it had a little dent in it, and I knew this lady was going to be like, I don't want an apple with a dent in it. Her and her bougie ass Escalade. But anyway, so I kept 1, and I sent her 3. The next day, she sends me an email in all caps. I want 9 apples. I know they're big. Give me 9. Thanks. You motherfucker. Cocksucker. Listen, you dumb son of a bitch. We don't got 9 goddamn apples. Otherwise, I would have given you 9 goddamn apples. We only had 3 fucking apples left, so I fucking gave you the last 3. You dumb son of a bitch. She sends me this all caps nasty email. I want 9 apples. Give me 9 apples. You only gave me 3. I want 9. I warned my boss. I said, we are going to have a situation. I am just being 100% honest with you. I am being clear. I am going to lose my shit on this lady, okay? Here comes the anger button. Because she's hot. And he was like, cool, I understand. Or let me call somebody else to call her and tell her what's up. And then they tried to contact her. She had already pulled up in front of the store. So I was like, oh, what's on, bitch? Like, yeah, we're going to have some words, all right. So I get to her car and I go, hello, bitch. I didn't say bitch, but in my mind, I gave her the hello, bitch eyes. And I was like, hello. Yeah, so I gave you 3 apples because those were the last 3 apples we had. And she's like, oh, well, I thought that was weird. Why would you give me 3 apples when I asked for 9? I mean, I knew they were large, so I thought that you only sent me 3 apples because they were so big and that they would equal the weight of 9 apples. I was like, oh, are you retarded?
What, are you retarded?
I was like, oh no, sweets. Listen, if I said, so this is how it works. I send you what we have. So we had 3 apples, so I gave you the last 3 because I didn't want to give you 0 apples. If we had 9 apples, I would have given you 9 apples. And she looked at me and was like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, so you guys are all sold out, huh? I'm like, yeah, which is why you're not getting 9 apples today. Again, bitch, again.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
You got the last 3 goddamn apples we had. I don't care what the fuck you do with them, but you ain't getting 9, bitch. Not from here, not ever. Because now there's a goddamn apple shortage. So enjoy those 3 fucking apples because those are probably going to be the last fucking apples you get from my store. Okay? If you want to go to another store, you want to drive, go for it, boo-boo. But you ain't getting 9 apples from my location, okay? Have a nice day. I was like, oh, and she's like, oh, that makes sense. So you send what you have? Yes. Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. I was just like, holy fucking shit. What? You don't possess the knowledge to understand that if you ask for 9 apples and only get 3 of them, that means we only had 3 goddamn apples. Oh, God. It's fucking crazy. Then, of course, I had to talk to Tommy. I'm like, oh, Tommy? Okay, so I'm standing there, minding my own business, and I guess I'm going to use this person's name. I'm not saying his last name, but I'm going to use this person's name because that's part of the joke. You understand? So I'm standing there, minding my own business, patiently watching the clock, ready to go home. And then this person comes up, violates my 6 feet social distance space. So I take a step back and he keeps coming. So I take another step back and he's like, why are you walking away from me? I'm like, 6 feet, sir, 6 feet social distance. I don't need you to be close to tell me what you need. Just stay 6 feet apart. Tommy.
What?
The fuck, bitch? Tommy.
What?
Okay, hello. I'm Rambopra. What do you want? Tommy! I was like,
What?
I'm thinking, does this guy have Tourette's or something? He just keeps saying Tommy over and again. I was like, sir, can I help you with something? Yeah, Tommy!
What?
Tommy. Tommy! I'm here for Tommy. I'm like,
What?
Tommy, I have, they're sending a package from another store location for the name Tommy. I'm here to pick it up. I was like, why didn't you say that the first time, sir? Tommy! Okay, sir, just stay right here and I'll go get it. Yeah, Tommy! Why are you yelling, sir? I heard you the first time. I'm going to go look for an order with the name Tommy on it right now. Just stay right here, sir. You don't have to follow me. Tommy! Oh, my God. So I left, and I walked over the corner. I was like, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is going on? Like a bizarro world. It's like some kind of portal from Asgard opened up. And fucking Loki and his brother, Tommy, are fucking here trying to destroy everything. So I find his order, and I give it to him, and he snatches the bag out of my hand. And he's like, Tommy! Bye! Like, what the fuck? Are you joking, man? You do you not possess the ability to communicate appropriately? He does the same thing when I make an appointment for him for the nutritionist there. Tommy! What time do you want, sir? Tommy! Oh, okay, Tommy time? Okay, got it. Tommy! It's just all he fucking says, and it's loud, and he always has to stand super close to you. Like, even before the run happened, he always had to stand right against you. Like, he's like rubbing on you. Like, what are you trying to do? Are you one of them guys who tries to like get the forearm under the tit? Like, back the fuck up, bro. I don't know you like that. I don't know you, man. I don't know you. Tommy. Bizarre. So then after he left and he's checking out in line and he's complaining about me and he's like, oh, that black man girl over there, that black man girl over there, and pointing, and I was like, bye, Tommy. See you, Tommy. Take care, Tommy. After he left, because my coworker was watching the whole thing and was like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, Tommy. So after that, every answer to my question for the last hour of my shift was Tommy. My coworker was like, hey, what time is it? Tommy. My coworker was like, I'm going to go to lunch. Tommy. Excuse me, I need some help. Tommy. Do you happen to know if you have this in stock? Tommy. Is this, what are the sizes for this vitamin? Tommy, and Tommy. Oh my God. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Joggoff. Must tell you, I have to end this show. It is time for bed in London. But before I go, please like and subscribe to Ramble Radio, rambleradio.com. Tell a friend, but only if they're cool. No negative Nancys, no sensitive Sallys. Truth sayers and lie slayers. I must go watch my favorite TV show at the moment, Bosch. I've got to tell you, Bosch, I'm so addicted to Bosch. And the best part about Bosch is there's 6 seasons of it, and it's amazing. Every single one is good, and I highly recommend that you should watch, and it's on Amazon Prime. And I'm just drawn to Bosch because he's like this cool dad cop trying to solve murders and protect his daughter and end corruption. It's great. I love Bosch. So if you don't mind, I would like to get back to Bosch. And also get in a quick nap before the fights. I'm going to leave you with 2 sound clips. I'm going to leave you with. The first clip is going to be none other than me main man, Gary V, who always has insightful things to say. And I feel like this could maybe help one person. If one person listening, that this could help you, then I will do it. So I'm going to play it for you right fucking now.
What I achieve, no matter where I go, being underestimated is the greatest gift. And I promise you, that's the way I always want it to be. There is nothing that makes me happier than having a chip on my shoulder. Chips on my shoulder have been the bellwether of my career. First chip was not being able to speak English in America because I was an immigrant, and having 5- and 6-year-olds make fun of you for that. Great. Love it. Next is to be 4'11" your freshman year of high school. Perfect. Next is to get D's and F's in high school during the era where education was at its apex and entrepreneurship was at its low, and having every teacher and every friend's parent say that you wouldn't make it. Fucking perfect. And then going into your dad's liquor business and saying that you're not good enough, so you have to go into your daddy's store. Love it. And on and on and on. And with everything that I've got and everything that I'm at, still, I get categorized as, and among others. And I promise you, that's the way I always want it to be. No matter what I achieve, no matter where I go, being underestimated is the greatest gift. When you can make the mind shift and actually not care. When you can make the mind shift and realize the debate doesn't matter. Guys, the debate doesn't matter. What matters is the end result. What matters is the legacy that you leave. What matters is, don't prove it to me. Don't tell it to me over social media. Show me.
And finally, none other than the Christian Bale rant I shall leave you with, because it is amazing. You've heard it before, and if you haven't, you're in for a treat. This is Rambo Per Radio.
I want you off the fucking set, you prick. I'm sorry. No, don't just be sorry. Think for one fucking second. What the fuck are you doing? Are you professional or not?
Yes, I am.
Do I fucking walk around and rip down? No, shut the fuck up, Bruce. Do I want? No. No. Don't shut me up.
I'm not shutting you up.
Am I going to walk around and rip your fucking lights down in the middle of a scene? Then why the fuck are you walking right through? Da-da-da-da, like this in the background. What the fuck is it with you? What don't you fucking understand? You got any fucking idea about, hey, it's fucking distracting having somebody walking up behind Bryce in the middle of the fucking scene? Give me a fucking answer. What don't you get about it?
I was looking at the light.
Oh, good for you. And how was it? I hope it was fucking good, because it's useless now, isn't it?
Okay.
Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur. Look, G, you have fucking something to say to this prick?
I didn't see it happen.
Well, somebody should be fucking watching and keeping an eye on him.
Fair enough.
This is the second time that he doesn't give a fuck about what is going on in front of the camera. All right? I'm trying to fucking do a scene here, and I'm going, why the fuck is Shane walking in there? What is he doing there? Do you understand my mind is not in the scene if you're doing that?
I absolutely apologize. I'm sorry. I did not mean anything by it.
Stay off the fucking set, man. For fuck's sake. Right, let's go again. Let's not take a fucking minute. Let's go again. And let's not have you fucking walking in. You're unbelievable, man. You're unfucking believable. Number of times you're strolling and fucking around in the background. I never had a DP behave like this. You don't fucking understand what it's like working with actors. That's what that is.
No, that's not.
That's what that is, man. I'm telling you. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. You wouldn't have done that otherwise.
No, what it is looking at the light and making sure that you were...
I want to fucking kick your fucking ass. You don't shut up for a second, all right? I'm going to go. Do you want me to go fucking trash your lights? Do you want me to fucking trash them? Then why are you trashing my scene? You are trashing my scene. You do it one more fucking time, and I ain't walking on this set if you're still hired. I'm fucking serious. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy, but I don't fucking cut it when you're bullshitting and fucking around like this on set. Yeah, you might get it. He doesn't fucking get it.
I get it.
You might.
I get it.
He does not get it.
And good adjustments, okay? For real, honestly, I get it.
walk for 5 seconds. No, I don't need any fucking walking. He needs to stop walking. I get that. I ain't the one walking. Seriously, man, you and me, we're fucking done professionally. Fucking ass.
I'm out. Kick your fucking ass. I want you off the fucking set, you prick. No. McG. Why are you walking around the background? Like this and like that. You are unprofessional. No. What a classic. I'll catch ya later. Peace.